Yeah, my name's Chase Everett. I'm a student here at Rollins College. I'm a social entrepreneurship major, and I've been involved with fleet farming as part of my strategies for Changemakers class. So we've attended 5 or 6 fleet farming swarm rides where we've been able to spend 3 or 4 hours, farming, cultivating, harvesting crops, and getting to know Audubon Park area and the community and giving back. A huge thing for me is getting to see the success of plants and crops raised without these horrible added chemicals and pesticides and things like that. You can still have incredibly tasty, successful crops. I think that's been cool to see firsthand. I think I have a newfound appreciation for how difficult farming is. I didn't really know that beforehand. Yeah. People will more greatly value that which they have knowledge about. So if you have a farm in your backyard or your front yard or your neighbor's yard, you're going to be more interested. You're going to want to take an interest in farming and take an interest in at least sourcing your vegetables and the things you eat. Right, it's not sustainable. I mean, that's a ticking time bomb. I mean, that's poses a serious threat to the industry, I think. So yeah, I mean, how you fix that is you incentivize young people. You give them a reason to be interested, and all of a sudden, you have young people by the hopefully thousands that want to get involved in whatever the new kind of farming is, whatever the new sustainable ethically sourced farming is. I recommend it. I think fleet farming is a great experience. I think, it doesn't matter if you're young, old, a student or otherwise. I think that you can definitely be a part of it.
So my name is Wyatt Todd. I'm a sophomore here at Rollins College. I'm a member of the men's lacrosse team, and I'm a social entrepreneurship major, and I had the opportunity to work with the Hive this semester. I'd say this is probably my first time with community action like this. Like, I would do my own things to make the environment better, on my own terms, but I never actually was part of an organization or a group that would go out and solve these problems like the Hive did. Yeah, so I think for the Hive, there's always an opportunity for anyone to be there, whether it's millennials, even even younger generations than I guess millennials. Older, any generation is welcome to Hive, and that's what the one thing about the Hive is that there's no age. There's no, how do I say this? There's no age requirement. Anyone can do it who has ideas, who wants to help, who wants to do whatever they want for the environment or whatever month the Hive is focusing on. Anyone can do it. Yeah, so we were trying to, single-use plastics. We're trying to get rid of that and how we could just use one for the rest and not throw it out. So reusable things. And so I focus specifically on coffee mugs and cups. And there's all these products like Yeti and Hydro Flask that do that, but nothing really necessarily for your coffee. So I found this one. It's a coffee cup, and it's actually compactable. You can put it in your pocket, and it's obviously when there's no coffee in it. But yeah, so it's a really great thing that it's it's easy. You put it in your pocket, put it in your bag, and you don't even know it's there. And that's what I looked up. And then everyone else in my group did other kitchen needs such as forks, spoons, chopsticks, plates. Even sanitary things like soap and all that stuff. The Hive is great, and it's definitely invest in the Hive because it's on the rise.
Awesome. Hey, so I'm Tino Tendam Tetwa. I'm an international student from Zimbabwe. I'm a social entrepreneurship major, econ minor, and I'm currently a sophomore. and I volunteered with IDEAS for us. Well, like, just to put it all in a nutshell, I think that it's important to believe in the environment because that is the backbone of all society. I feel that everything that we run on, whether it's to build or to live, it's based off of the environment. And if we continue to degrade that, and if we continue to be unsustainable with the resources that nature has given to us, the world will cease to function. And I don't think there's any substitute that can be for anything that nature gives to us.
Hi, I'm Khalees Justice. I'm a social entrepreneurship major. I am a sophomore currently at Rollins College, and I've been working with the Solutions Fund under IDEAS RES. Well, I think it's important because people really, they have the drive and they want to see a change in their community. They want to be able to make a change, not only for themselves but for others. And I think they just need the, help and, to get the initiative that they would like going. I think it's important for people to kind of start in their own community because they're in their community and they see the problems that they're facing, versus someone who's coming from outside, where they're kind of guessing the issues and the problems that go into that impact that community. 30 countries. I say let's keep expanding. I say let's keep getting more countries in and spreading the word about the Solutions Fund. Even though it's a micro grant of $1,000, I think that $1,000 USD goes a long way, and I think it really inspires people to want to make that change. Though the Solutions Fund is only able to pick a certain amount of people, it still gets a lot of applications in and still gets people thinking about those ideas, and maybe if they're not able to receive funding from the Solutions Fund, they can seek out other opportunities where they may be able to receive funding. So I think the Solutions Fund, by selecting those few that they can, starts and enacts a change, but it also just getting people thinking about these ideas is even more a part of the process, because it gets more people thinking like, hey, how can we make a change in our community? How can we help others, and things like that.
Awesome.
But it was a person who wanted to create a way for solar lamps so that children could read or do their homework or be able to have a source of light at night. So that way, currently they do right now, but it's used for kerosene, and that's a very harmful gas to be sleeping with or to have on the house, and also it's very expensive. So the way that they plan to do it is to create a solar lamp where they would sell it one time. The families would purchase it just with one-time payment, and then they'd be able to have a warranty on it, and just to have that solar lamp so they could use it to move around the house at night, as well as to do reading or do whatever homework they may have from like their daily activities or school. I think the Solutions Fund has been great. I'd love to see to work with it more and to see where it goes from here. I'd love to see more countries get involved and more applications. I think it's a great thing. It could be a little overwhelming because there's so many applications and you just want to help everyone. But it's definitely really heartwarming to experience, and I can't wait to continue working with it.